June 24th, 2019. I had dreams of sitting on that patio in Tennessee, surrounded by pine oak woods, my sister there in a flowery apron, bringing chocolate chip cookies out, cheeseburgers going on the propane grill, cold beer golden in the sunlight, and all merry conversation beneath a red, white, blue flag. Yes, I had dreams. I just knew I would go pick a flower for her to marvel at, to paint on a big white canvas. I knew she would fill that patio up with her laughter, and it would echo in the woods, and the pine cones would ring. I had it figured we would drink coffee at dawn as orange sunbeams broke through the verdant canopy and dappled our faces. Her sitting there laughing and talking, sophisticated and humble as you please. What were those conversations composed of? The deep sadness of Moonlight Sonata? The soft pink dogwood blooms or brighter red buds? The chunky, spirited brushstrokes of Maestro Vincent? All that and more in the rose gold dawn with the briar patches far away. We could hike down to a waterfall in the afternoon haze and gawk at its majesty. We could tread lightly around mushrooms burgeoning in the humid shade. We could inspect bright moss for the textures of a poem. There was nothing we couldn't do. We could stand on a limestone plateau and dream about flying. Oh, the sun through that window, washing the living room in light, vibrant as a sunflower. And her, a monk or mad scientist, reading Frankenstein on the couch, the sliding door open to the wildflower breeze, rustling her fine brown hair. Yes, these visions of my sister are what remain. They play on the walls of my skull. She made oatmeal this morning for breakfast on a stovetop outside of time. She put creamer in her coffee and watched the swirl unwind. She cross-stitched a little family of dogs, black, brown, white, and set it aside to bake blueberry muffins and watch old horror films at dusk. The fringes of memory. Are they brushes of invention? Maybe I sit on the patio in blazing midday heat and watch white butterflies flap in sweet oblivion. I take a walk down the hill and check out the geese honking riverside. My boots make imprints in the sand among the goose crud. This is the saddest June of all. She would have been 28 tomorrow. You don't know death as a kid. You think this wiffle ball game is it. You fall off your bike, scrape your knee, and there's blood and whimpering, and you don't realize it's a sign of things to come. Mom cleans you up and calms you down, and you head out to shoot ball at the church's old hoop. Your sister is down the hall, drawing her beautiful mind out in notebooks. You don't know what you've got, little innocent boy. You think sinking this 3 is your only goal. Writing notes to pretty girls your only ambition. How ridiculous it is years later, when the rain comes tumbling down, the snow comes in an avalanche and the world flips on its head. Little innocent boy who loved her and thought she would always be there when he got home. Little boys don't know shit beyond basketball and mud. My bicycle won't make it to her starry nest out yonder. Her smile is now the silver midnight light. I gaze to catch her riding the tail of a comet across endless dark pools, those pools I never saw as a child. She never said what affected her. I thought I would be able to toast her 28th with many more. Now a dark fog clings to the valleys in my mind, and nausea bubbles up and stains my esophagus with a terrible bitterness.